My name is Rosina. I'm a banker, I'm a biker, an event planner. I let one out. Salsa dancer. Let's go again, don't worry. Hello, once again, this is Salsarozie and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. And you can agree with me that of late I've been bringing you very interesting content. Now today I have a rather very spicy content that I'm bringing your way. If you haven't subscribed already, do so now. Turn on your notification button. Make sure you like. I want to see your comments, your suggestions. If you have anything you want me to talk about, just put it right there in the comment section and I'll pick it up. And who knows, I'll be discussing it in my studio or my next episode. So for this episode, I have with me Fred. Fred Amese. I call you Fred.
Yeah.
Fred Amese. He's a nutritionist. And a very good one at that. I've had the opportunity of interviewing him before on a different show, and he brought out some big revelations. And I've been seeing you elsewhere to do a lot of marvelous things. But tonight, he's all mine for the next maybe 20 minutes, whilst we discuss issues on infertility and low sperm count. Yes, you heard me right. Infertility and low sperm count. And the kind of foods we can eat, take in, to probably maybe cure, improve, or make it better. That's what Fred is here to discuss with me. Hey Fred, you're welcome.
Thank you.
It's been a long time.
Long.
Too long. Let's not wait for a shoot to be able to catch up. Let's catch up sometime in between shoots. Anyways, so first and foremost, let's start by defining what infertility is.
Okay.
And if someone has low sperm count, what does it mean?
Okay. So infertility basically is the inability of either a man to get a woman pregnant or for a woman to get pregnant by a man. So you can have infertility on the side of a man and you can have infertility on the side of a woman.
Okay.
So you can have a woman who is capable of being impregnated, but the woman is meeting a man who is incapable of impregnating a woman.
Okay.
So it means that that man is the one suffering from infertility.
Okay.
And even though the woman is fertile, because the man is infertile, he will not be able to impregnate the woman and both of them will not be able to have kids.
Okay.
It can also be the reverse, where the man is very fertile, but the woman is infertile. So the man is unable to impregnate the woman, and so both of them cannot have kids. So infertility basically is just inability of either a man to get a woman pregnant or a woman to get herself pregnant by a man. That's infertility.
Okay.
Several things are responsible for infertility. By introduction, we'll focus on infertility with regards to men.
Okay.
So with men, a number of factors are responsible for infertility. One is hormonal imbalance.
Okay.
Because you need the right levels of hormones, especially testosterone, to be able to produce good sperms. Infertility is actually totally different from erectile dysfunction.
Okay.
So you may have good erection, sustained erection, but you'll be firing blanks. In that case, you'll be infertile.
That is a big cause of headache in a lot of relationships and marriages, you know. So, yeah.
So usually when the man is not having erectile dysfunction and is firing blanks, most of the time, the men blame it on the women. Because he feels, oh, I am able to sustain erection, I am performing well, so, and the sperms are coming. They see the sperms coming, so they think, oh, everything is fine with me. But your ability to produce sperms is not enough that those sperms are viable.
Okay.
The sperms must be viable enough to be able to impregnate or fertilize the egg.
Okay.
So if you are producing sperms that do not have enough tails, so every sperm has tails.
Okay.
The sperm looks like a tadpole when you see tadpoles developing into frog. They look like fish with a long tail. That's how the sperms look like. So they use the tail to propel themselves in movement, just like how snakes move.
Okay.
So if you take one release of sperm, which is like 5 mils, like a teaspoon of sperm, you should have not less than 2 million.
2 million?
Yes. So one human being that is born is somebody who has engaged in a race and has won over millions of people. Yes. So.
But how do the men stand still after that? 2 million.
Yes.
Wow.
So once you are born, you know that you've already started winning your race of life.
Okay.
Yes, because life started by a race.
Okay.
And you won that race.
Okay.
And you were the only sperm that fertilized the egg.
Okay.
So if the tails are not there to propel the sperms, they will not be able to move. If the tails are not strong, as they are moving, it can cut off.
Okay.
Then they stop moving. If the tails are even there but they don't have enough strength, they will be moving and they are tired. Meanwhile, the journey is far. You have to, as the sperm is released into the uterus, sometimes it doesn't even go straight into the uterus. Sometimes it starts from the vaginal opening and it has to now swim all the way to the uterus. Depending on the ovulation cycle of the woman, the egg is probably now traveling from the fallopian tube where it is released to now come and meet the sperms and now be implanted in the uterus. So it's a long journey that the sperms have to go through. So if they are not able to sustain that race, they will get weak along the way. They will die.
Okay.
And then fertilization cannot take place.
Okay.
So if you're able to produce sperms that have enough viable sperm cells, then you are potent, you are fertile. If you have one or two, the probability of those two surviving all the way is very low.
Okay.
So you have different degrees of infertility. There are some people, their sperm count is so low that it has to take external fertilization for them to be able to impregnate or to fertilize a woman.
Okay.
There are others, the fertilization is not, the sperm count is not so bad. So if the timing is right, so that is if the egg moves all the way to the uterus before they release, they'll be able to fertilize a woman.
Okay.
But there are some, if you have the potent sperms, regardless of where the egg release has reached, once the egg is released in the woman and you fire,
it will go.
It will go. So basically, this is about infertility. So if we are talking about foods that can help improve your fertility, a lot of our local foods are very good at improving fertility.
Okay, as in the local Ghanaian
dishes.
Oh, okay.
In fact,
okay.
most of the foreign dishes actually rather worsen our fertility problems.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So sometimes, because of change in lifestyle, people are adapting to Western life and eating all sort of things. Those are some of the reasons why people are developing all kinds of health-related problems, including infertility. But if we stick to our local foods, most of them, you would be amazed at how good they are in terms of improving fertility. Okay. And one local food item, moringa.
Oh, moringa.
Moringa.
Okay.
Moringa is a special food item that can help with a lot of illnesses. Okay. Including low sperm count. Okay. Yeah. And it is very easy to use. I don't recommend cooking it because moringa is very high in vitamin C. Okay. Vitamin C doesn't like heat. Okay. So if you cook it, they use moringa to make soup and all that. You cook it, it's fine, but you will not get the full complement of the nutrients because the level of vitamin C you get in moringa is equivalent to what you find in an orange. Okay. It's very high in zinc. Okay. Zinc is very important for fertility. It's very high in potassium. You get the same level of potassium you get as you find in banana.
Okay.
So moringa has a whole lot of compounds, flavonoids, antioxidants that help boost the immune system generally.
Okay.
So you can use moringa as an immune booster just to even prevent illnesses.
Or you take it in its raw state?
Yes, so this is how I recommend to use moringa. You harvest the leaves, wash them, dry them in a shady area, not under direct sunlight.
Okay.
Dry them in a room, anywhere with shade. Once it is fully dried and withered out, you blend it or grind it into powder.
Okay.
Then you store it in a dark container so that direct sunlight will not reach it.
Okay.
So either you put it in normal container and wrap it in black polythene, or a container that is not transparent.
Okay.
You store it in it. Then when you are coming to eat your food, after you have cooked your food and it's ready, you fetch like 1 spoon and mix with the food.
Okay, so that way it doesn't have direct contact with heat, so that
Exactly.
the nutrients and contents are still maintained.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that way you get the full complement of the moringa.
Okay.
And it will help with all manner of illnesses. Those who are diabetic, hypertensive, if they try this moringa thing, they will see difference.
Okay. And to also improve the sperm count.
It improves sperm count. It
Okay.
improves fertility.
Okay.
Another local food item which we often underestimate, but which recently I spoke on another network and it went viral, is gobe.
Oh, our very own.
Yes.
Hey.
Almighty
then
gobe.
all the construction workers and co, they are very strong men because gobe is the go-to food.
Yeah.
Like, for a lot of people
Yeah.
who feel,
Yeah. So gobe is very good in terms of sperm production.
Okay.
Yes. So those who are suffering from low sperm counts, they can put themselves on gobe. Eat gobe twice a week.
Okay.
Gobe, it's very potent when it comes to sperm production.
Gobe.
Yes.
Twice a week, so that you can increase your sperm count. Wow.
And if you combine the gobe with other cereals like rice, you get 100% protein quality. So that's like the kind of protein you get in fish or meat.
Okay.
So it also is good for cost cutting. So these days the economy is hard. If you cannot afford meat, but you want to get the nutritional benefits you would get from eating meat, gobe is an alternative.
Okay, a good alternative at that.
Very good alternative. So if you concentrate on gobe, moringa, with someone who is suffering from infertility, it will help improve. Contomre, our own contomre.
Okay.
Is very good for sperm production.
Okay.
And that one too, there's a way I recommend you prepare it.
Okay, let's have it.
Okay. So instead of cooking the contomre the way we normally cook it, we cook it like the way our forefathers do it, especially when they get to the farm.
The one they do and grind in the... Okay.
You see that when they are cooking their cassava or yam, they just wash the contomre. When the yam is about almost getting ready, then they just spread it on top. The steam gets to it, then they pick it and grind it.
Yes.
Yes.
That's their boom.
Yes. That way, you even maintain the green color and you maintain all the nutrients.
Okay.
If you want to use it for the stew and you steam it, don't throw the water away.
Okay.
So you use little water, but even that, the water that comes out, add it back to the stew.
Okay.
Because a lot of people want their stew to be thick, they tend to drain the contomre and they throw the water away.
Okay.
So to avoid that, use steam. So you can start boiling the water, then you put a sieve or this colander
yes,
on top, and now put your contomere, so that the steam will be what will cook the contomere.
Okay.
That way the nutrients are not drained into the water.
Okay. Wow.
So you use the steam to cook it, then you pick it, grind it. So you don't overheat it. That way you maintain all the nutrients. And otherwise you'll be overcooking it and you think that, oh, they say contomere gives good sperms and you're eating, but you're not seeing the results. But if you cook it this way, you see the results.
Wow, fantastic. And these are things that we can get all around. I mean, all the things that you are mentioning so far, they are things that we can. Okay, any more foods that we have? I have a few. Come to surprise me with something. The way you are looking.
So I would add tiger nuts.
Oh, atari.
Yes. Yes. Tiger nuts, somehow it has gained popularity. A lot of people seem to know. Just that some people don't know whether it's a myth or it's the truth. Okay. Yes. It's actually true. Oh, okay. Yes. Tiger nuts, they are very good for. And tiger nut, it strives between both the fertility and the libido. So it will feature when we are also talking about the libido. Okay. Yes. So the others I spoke about, they only produce good sperms. Okay. They don't necessarily improve your libido. Okay. But tiger nuts helps you produce good sperms and also improves your libido. Okay. Okay. Very well. So tiger nuts contains a lot of roughage. And the roughage is indigestible carbohydrates, so the body is not able to digest it. So what it does is it helps bind with impurities in the body and absorb those impurities and bring them out. So it's more like a cleaning effect. Agent. Okay. Yes. Then it also helps to absorb water. Okay. So if you are someone who easily suffers from constipation and indigestion, then you need roughage. And the roughage from the tiger nut will be helpful in solving your indigestion and constipation issues. Okay. All right. So on that note, Fred has really thrown light on some of the things that can help improve your fertility and also increase your sperm count. And the good news is that these are things that we have all around us. Moringa, very available. Gobe, super available. Tiger nuts, I see it in traffic all the time. I actually enjoy tiger. Is it good for ladies to chew? Yeah, it's good for ladies. Because I love tiger nuts. Good for ladies. Okay, I hope it doesn't have any side effects. Because I don't produce sperm. Yeah, but it's okay. But it helps improve libido also in women too. So when we get to talk about... Okay, so it's good. Maybe that's the reason for so many things that I do. Yeah. Anyway, and then we also have contomere. Yeah. I mean, I was surprised to see that one on the list. I knew it was good, but I didn't think that it would be for... So we have it. We have 5 of them, superfoods that can help us. Because look, infertility in marriages, relationships, it's a big headache. Sperm count, it's a big headache. If these simple things can actually get to solve your issues, I think we should just adapt it. I mean, you don't even have to be suffering from these things to eat these things. I think some of these things should be part of our daily meal. So usually, thank you so much, Fred, for coming to the studio today to help me with all these fantastic, amazing meals that we have day in, day out. I mean, everywhere, we find it everywhere and can actually do wonders for us in our marriages, in our relationships, and even in our lives. Something that we should just, get used to taking or consuming. But I'd like to ask you some fun questions, and just to take your mind, I have some funny questions here I would want to ask you. So if you had the opportunity to time travel into the past or to time travel into the future, which one would you prefer and why? I prefer the future.
You want to time travel into the future? Yeah. Why?
Yeah. Because when I look at how technology has improved, some of the things we do today would seem like magic to people in the past. So I'd want to experience the magic that is ahead of us. Because right now we're able to have mobile phones talking without any wire connecting. But I believe that the time will come when we should be able to teleport, where instead of calling someone, you're able to transport yourself scientifically, not because right now it might seem like witchcraft talking about teleporting, but mobile phone is like witchcraft if you give it to somebody in 1984 or even 1956 or 1704.
Okay.
It's like witchcraft. So I want to experience that advancements in technology, because a lot of things would happen that if we look at it, we'll be like, this is witchcraft.
Hey.
I want to experience that.
I wasn't expecting that, but that's solid, man. That's so solid. Okay, so if you were very happy, let's say you got the best news ever, and you wanted to celebrate, would you sing or you would dance?
I don't know how to dance.
Okay, looks like every guest I have doesn't know how to dance.
Yes, I'm not a good dancer.
Okay.
I'm not a good singer either.
Okay, but which would you choose to do? Which would be the one? Which would be the first thing you do?
I might try dancing rather.
I wanted to ask you to dance for us. But I know you're a very tall gentleman. The camera may not be able to capture you in entirety. So, or do you want to dance? Do some small shit. Okay, don't worry. Let's have it. Get up and do something. Let me see.
The place is not tall enough.
Yeah, you wanted to bail out on that one. Yeah. And the third one I wanted to ask you, I think you already answered it somewhat. I was going to ask if you had to teleport into the future and lose all your memories. So which means that you lose. So as of when you teleport, you lose your memories, your old memories that you had. It means you have your new experiences, or you get to stay where you are and keep all your memories.
If teleporting will make me lose all my memories, I'll stay here, because I think just because of my family. Yeah. Just because of my wife and kids, I'll stay here. I wouldn't want to forget them. Yeah. But if I would teleport and come back, then I would prefer the teleport.
You really want to see what's in the future? Yeah. Okay, so on that note, we'll bring this episode to an end. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, make sure you subscribe, turn on the notification button, and then keep glued to this set, because listen, Fred is coming back with more episodes. All right, there we have it. Have a good one. Bye. If you do like this, don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notification button so that you can get more of this content every week. Thank you. Or every day, whatever. Is it okay?
Yes.
Okay. Salsarozie.